Hi, good morning. I'm Yogi Nick. It's my privilege to have been the person to receive the award from the NOAC Laboratories for Environmental Education from SETAC Europe. And I'd just like to say a few words. First of all, the problems of Africa are several, and in a way they are new as well. Africa is basically a clean continent at the moment. There are hotspots where there has been industrialization over the years, particularly in South Africa. Mining and manufacturing industry has particularly contributed. But also large amounts of farming activity have resulted in pesticide-related pollution. But those are some of the problems you would expect anyway, and those are seen in Europe. But what might be unique to Africa is the issues of pesticide dumps. That is, over the years, pesticides that were banned in other parts of the world have been dumped in Africa. And over the years, due to weathering, there has been leakage into the soil, into the terrestrial system, and then into underground water. And it's now beginning to affect the ecosystems, particularly in West and East Africa. There's also new things that are coming up in terms of emerging technologies, such as electronics and so on. There's a large amount of electronic waste dumping that is going on, especially in West Africa. Computers that are near the end of their lifetime are being given as donations and so on to Africa, and these are definitely received with thanks. But the problem is, once they lose their use, then the problem is how to get rid of them, and that's causing some problems. It's an emerging problem. Of course, newer technologies such as nanotechnology and so on, people are not aware of it. They tend to think it's the latest technology, so it's the best, and unfortunately they're not aware of the potential impacts in terms of the ecosystem and so on. So this awareness needs to be created in terms of environmental education in Africa. Fortunately, there are large amounts of many universities, I should say, doing more and more research on ecosystems and environment, and that is to be encouraged. Unfortunately, this has also resulted in brain drain, where young, bright minds from Africa come out to Europe and to the States, etc., to do their PhDs, and unfortunately remain behind. Of course, you cannot blame them, because financial rewards, etc., back home are not all that great, and you wouldn't expect them to come back. But one of the programs that the Swedes have promoted is the business of the sandwich program, and that is, the student does a collaborative project through the supervisor with somebody in Europe, and they start the project in Africa for about a year, then they move on to Sweden or to a European country to do more advanced work there, and then come back home to complete the PhDs. This is useful in that you're transferring technology as well, but we have a problem of brain drain where the young student leaves, and in the sandwich program, as it is called, there is minimal brain drain, probably only about 30 to 40%. Most of the people tend to return home, and so that has been pretty good. I'd like to now say thanks very much to the people that supported SETAC Africa, that is Fred Heimberg and Paul van den Brink, and more recently Mike Moser, and of course to NOAC Laboratories for the award that they sponsored. Thank you to everyone. Bye.